So, that is about the biological weapons. Now, let us talk about the Chemical Weapons Convention. Chemical Weapons Convention. This was again negotiated by CD, Conference on Disarmament, and it was finally signed in 1993. This Chemical Weapons Convention came into force in 1997. It came into force in 1997. And unlike in the Biological Weapons Convention, this Chemical Weapons Convention has a verifying mechanism. Okay. Verifying mechanism, and there is an organization called OPCW to verify. Okay, there is an organization called OPCW, this is Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons. Okay, Organization for the Prohibition of Chemical Weapons, and its headquarters is at The Hague. Its headquarters is at The Hague, and this organization can verify or rather any complaint about any country having any chemical weapon. This OPCW has the power and the mandate to verify that. Okay, Organization for the Prohibition of the Chemical Weapons. So, OPCW is given the power to verify about the allegations, and this Chemical Weapons Convention has 190, in fact, all 193 members. All 193 countries are members of CWC, Chemical Weapons Convention, but a couple of countries like Israel, Egypt, then North Korea and South Sudan, they have not ratified it. Otherwise, they are all party to this, they have signed it, but then signing, then ratification means the parliament should also approve. Their respective parliaments will have to approve, and then only the treaty will come into force for them. Signing is one thing, ratification another thing. Okay. So, these countries, they might not have ratified it, but all of them have joined. In fact, in 2012, okay, in fact, sorry, in 2013, a big incident took place, that is, in the Syrian war. In Syria, the civil war is going on between the government forces and the rebels and all, and in a place called Ghouta, is a place in Syria, many people got killed because of asphyxia. Their inability to breathe, asphyxiation. Hundreds of people got killed. I mean, the numbers we are not very clear. How many? Some people say it is more than 1,000 people got killed. Some people say it is only around 100 people. So, whatever it is, hundreds of people got killed. And at the time, it was accused that there was a use of nerve gas. Nerve gas was used in the war. And see, nerve gas means it will prevent or the nerves from functioning. It will paralyze the nerves. See, when when you inhale the air, if this gas is in the atmosphere, see, this nerve gas is a colorless, odorless gas, no color, no smell. So, when you inhale, you will not come to know. this colorless, odorless gas, when it is inhaled, when it goes inside the lungs, this nerve gas prevent the nervous system from communicating from the lungs to the brain. And so, when you inhale, the lungs get expanded, and when you exhale, the lungs get contracted. Expansion and contraction takes place. So, during that time, when you inhale, if the nerve gas is also inhaled, this nerve gas is an organophosphorus compound. It is a compound, it is an organophosphorus compound, and when it is inhaled, the nervous system will get paralyzed, the nerve endings will get paralyzed. So, the communication from the brain will not come back. So, because of that, the lung which got expanded, it is not able to contract. So, you take the air inside, you breathe inside, now your lung is not functioning, and people die of inability to breathe, that is called asphyxia. And this nerve gas, there may not be any symptom, you will not find anything wrong, no discoloration, no change in, no rashes, nothing on the body, people die of inability to breathe. Nerve gas is very dangerous. So, this Syrian government was accused of using it in 2013. So, in 2013, Syrian government was accused of using it, and the US was about to attack Syria because of that. Russia interfered, and the moment Russia interfered, a compromise formula was worked out, and Syrian government, Syria immediately agreed to join CWC, Chemical Weapons Convention, and that is how the US avoided, or rather this attack on Syria was prevented when Syria joined Chemical Weapons Convention, and whatever chemical weapons they were having, the government told where all they have kept. So, they joined, and these chemical weapons were taken away by the OPCW, Organization for Prevention of Chemical Weapons, and that is how an imminent attack on Syria by US was avoided, and Russia played a very crucial role in doing that. That is in 2013, and in 2013, please remember, OPCW was awarded with the Nobel Prize for Peace. OPCW got Nobel Prize for Peace. So, it came into force only in 1997. So, it is not a very old organization, we can say, OPCW and the Chemical Weapons Convention, but even today 3 countries have failed. 3 countries have failed to destroy all the chemical weapons, that is USA, they have not completed, Russia, and one more country which has failed to complete, I think it was Libya. Of course, Libyan government is in deep trouble, or hardly any government there, but otherwise the main culprits who have not completed dismantling the chemical weapons which they had, US and Russia. They are yet to, and according to some experts, this may be completed by 2023. Okay, that is what they are claiming. By 2023, the US and Russia may comply with the requirements of dismantling the whole chemical weapons which they were the stockpile. And in one of the review meetings a couple of years before, Iran said that action should be taken. Now, who is talking? Iran. Iran is saying action should be taken against US for not completing the dismantling of the chemical weapons stock they had. Anyway, so Chemical Weapons Convention is considered to be quite effective. Almost all countries in the world are members of Chemical Weapons Convention, but even then there are accusation of using it, even by Israel using in the Gaza Strip. There is an accusation a couple of years before that Israel has used some chemical weapons in Gaza Strip. These kind of accusations are there, but there is no final evidence about all those things, but this is something which Israel is accused of. Syria is accused, Syria has done it, we have seen it in 2013. So, there are many such incidents, but generally we can say this is one treaty which is almost working. There is an organization also to verify and implement chemical weapons convention. So, that is about, and India is a member, obviously 193 countries are there, means definitely India is also a member. Okay. Now, a couple of questions in between, USA attack on Iraq was under, see now whether US used chemical weapons or not, we do not know. I mean, there are some accusation, maybe in some places they might have even tried, we do not know, they might have. Okay. So, nerve, I do not know, Novichok agent, nerve gas is also, this, it affects the nerves. Okay. So, it is choking the nerves, I do not know whether it is the same, I am not very sure about that. The nerve gas is the word, otherwise it is an organophosphorus compound. Okay. And it affects the breathing, otherwise it is a colorless, odorless gas. Okay. What is US-Iran conflict over nuclear weapon? So, that I have to discuss at some point of time separately. Okay. The US-Iran issue we will talk separately, this cannot be talked here, that is it is not on chemical weapon, it is on nuclear weapon, we will see later on. Could it be that USA is keeping the chemical weapons at the behest of, no, they do not have to keep it for Israel and all, do not mistake that way, US if they are keeping it is for them. See, the problem was that during the Cold War era, they have accumulated so much of chemical weapons that it takes time for dismantling it right now. It is a very slow process of dismantling and curing it, basically converting into something else. Both Russia and USSR and US have stockpiled so much of chemical weapons, now it is taking time for them to dismantle and destroy it. Okay. They have used, US has used napalm gas in Vietnam. Yes. See, but Geneva Protocol, see, please understand, Geneva Protocol says what? Do not use it in the war. But in the war, what all things are being done? There is a Geneva Protocol related to the rights of the war criminals or the rights of the prisoners of war, for example. But where is it followed? I mean, it is one thing that you have a treaty and another thing is following in practice when it comes to the war. So, this is something very different. What you practice is different from what is actually happening. Okay. So, anyway, so this I mean, do not ask too many questions. Okay. So, let me just say napalm, this is a see, what is this napalm gas is all about. So, it is a, it is a mixture of gelling agent and a volatile petrochemical, okay, like diesel or anything, and this is a, basically, it creates so much of, fire, okay, this napalm when it is used, napalm bombs are used. So, it is a chemical, it burns a lot, I mean, it creates so much of burning and the people die of burning, okay, because skin burn and all. So, it is a, which is not supposed to be used anyway. So, we will talk about that later on. So, what is the official name of nerve gas? That is what I said, an organophosphorus compound. I use the term organophosphorus compound. Russia suggested, see, Russia in 2011 suggested that there should be an organization to cross check whether countries are using or stockpiling biological weapons or not, the way it is being suggested in the chemical, it is created in the Chemical Weapons Convention. Okay. So, if India wants to strike on Pakistan, you cannot take the permission to attack Pakistan and all, nobody will give any permission to attack and all, please do not confuse like this. Okay. I mean, war, no, UN will not give a permission to you to conduct a war and all. Okay. What about the G20? There are many here, I mean, now एक ऐसे पूछे तो मैं क्या जवाब दूंगा? What is G20? What is NATO? If you are asking, I have no answer right now. You also search. Okay. So, I am picking up certain institutions of importance for you and others. As and when it comes, we will talk in the current affairs, because there is no end to these kind of institutions and programs. Okay. Please understand that. So, can we say that the country who is a global hegemon, nuclear armament started there because the country wanted to dominate? Theory very आप ही सोचो why they want, definitely every country wants to dominate others. Every country would like to be the king of the world. That is why they start with all these programs, chemical weapon,